going on, everybody? Welcome into the Bulls Report. We have some major injury updates around Lonzo Ball as he hinted about his return on his recent podcast episode, so I'll share that with you guys. And then also on the second half of today's video, Bleacher Report threw out there a wild Andrew Wiggins trade idea where he would be coming to the Chicago Bulls. And yes, the Bulls would be moving off of Nikola Vucevic. I'll share with you guys that trade idea on the second half of today's show. But just get to the Lonzo Ball quote here. This was on his podcast. One of his co-hosts did ask him, be like, hey, where are you at, and what are the possibilities of you possibly playing Game 1? Yes, Game 1, the season opener next season. And he said, yes, I firmly believe that. That's the plan that I am on, and I haven't had any setbacks. So I expect to play the first game. And, immediately when I heard that, what I thought about was what the United Center would look like when they hear Lonzo Ball either check into the game or maybe he is somehow starting and they announce his name and he hits that Chicago, floor for the first time since being out since 2022. I mean, the United Center would absolutely be jumping. So very positive injury news around Lonzo Ball that he is fully expecting himself to be back for the season opener at the beginning of next season. But let's just go back in time and look at Lonzo Ball's injury history, as it is a long one. So it started off when he was with the Lakers. He did suffer that shoulder injury in 2017, dealt with another meniscus tear in 2018, with an ankle sprain, an abductor strain in 2019, and then knee tendinopathy in 2021, and then a hip flexor, a thumb sprain. Then he had COVID in 2021, and then finally in 2022 was when he did suffer that meniscus tear, which has kept him out since the second half of that 21-22 season. But let's look at Lonzo Ball's career stats here. He did already accumulate 252 games throughout his NBA career. And, the thing I love about Lonzo is just his, ability to do it all. I mean, you guys see it, averaging 6.2 assists, 5.7 rebounds, close to 12 points a game. And the three-point shooting, that was his biggest question mark coming out of college was, would he be able to shoot the ball at the next level, since he did have a funky release, but he changed it to have a more horizontal release instead of coming off his body, which allowed him to shoot, above 37% over the last 3 seasons. But, the biggest question that I have for Lonzo and, most Bulls fans is, what type of player will he be when he comes back? Because, he did, I don't want to say he completely relied on his athleticism to, help his play when he was with the Chicago Bulls. But, when I thought of Lonzo Ball coming out of college and in his NBA career, I thought of him as this, big 6'6" point guard who is a freak athlete, which helped him just dominate in the open floor. Now, we'll say this. I think Lonzo, he just makes winning plays. He plays the game the right way. He has a great, process when playing the game of basketball. So I think that will be able to translate no matter what, even if it, when he does come back, he will obviously not be the same athlete he is or he was. But I do think just his winning play and his winning mentality will still carry through. So I don't know if Lonzo will ever be that. I thought he could be a championship point guard on a team that is contending, but maybe he will go to more of a six-man role and more of that guard off the bench. Maybe it could be like a 6'6" version of what T.J. McConnell is doing for the Indiana Pacers in this past postseason run. So, definitely the biggest question mark around Lonzo is, even though he is fully expecting to be there, Game 1, season opener, is what type of Lonzo Ball are we getting? What type of player will we get? That's honestly what I am so curious to see, because will we be the same in transition? Will we be the same in the open floor? We'll obviously have to, wait for the answer on that one. But let's show Lonzo Ball some love here. Give me those Zos down in the comments section. Type those Zos. It's just showing him, our support as Bulls fans is. Personally, he was one of my favorite players to watch when he was with the Chicago Bulls, as, he just played the game the right way. He played hard every single time, and, the Bulls were at the top of the Eastern Conference before he did get hurt that season. So show him some love. Type those Zos down in the comments section. Now, coming up here in just a second, we'll be diving into that Andrew Wiggins trade idea, where the Bulls would actually be moving off Nikola Vucevic and getting a draft pick. We'll share that idea just around the corner. But first off, guys, got to give a huge shout-out to today's presenting sponsor, and that is PrizePicks. If you guys download the PrizePicks app and use promo code CLNS, we will match your first deposit up to $100. With PrizePicks, you can turn $10 into $1,000 in a single game. Watching your favorite sports this summer, you can make a PrizePicks lineup in as little as 60 seconds. You just need to pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections, and you're locked in. Here's an example of a lineup I'm going to be rocking with for the Dallas Mavericks Minnesota Timberwolves game tonight. I'm riding with the Mavs on this one. I'm going to take the more on Luka Doncic. 3.5 3-pointers made. I think Cat's going to come back to the reality. I think Game 4 was a fluke, so I'm going to take the less on his 19.5 points. And then, hey, Daniel Gafford's been great for Dallas this postseason, so I'm going to take the more on his 15.5 points and rebounds. But for PrizePicks, make sure you guys do get hooked up and use that promo code CONS, and we'll match it up to $100. And even when the finals are over, the hoops action does not stop on PrizePicks. They actually have women's basketball, and it is just getting started with young stars like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese of our very own Chicago Sky, looking to make names for themselves alongside greats like Breanna Stewart and Asia Wilson. You could win up to 100 times your money by watching them ball out. So download the PrizePicks app today, use that promo code CONS, and you guys will get your first deposit matched up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. It's PrizePicks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app out there. So this trade idea was coming in from Bleacher Report, and it's a doozy. So it is the Bulls receiving Andrew Wiggins, and we'll dive into him. But they would also be getting this year's second-round pick from the Golden State Warriors, which is pick 52. But then this right here, you would also be receiving a 2026 first-round pick. It is top 4 protected, but all you would be giving up is Nikola Vucevic and Alex Caruso. And when I saw this trade of trading Vooch, I'm 100% in. You guys know I've been in that camp all offseason even though Vooch can put up his 18 and 11 over the past 5 seasons, I just still think he is a overall net negative on the basketball court. And if I had to pick one top priority for Chicago this summer, it would be moving off Vooch and his contract, even over moving off a guy like Zach LaVine has, we have heard the Bulls, that is one of their top priorities as well. But let's dive into Andrew Wiggins here for a little bit, as he would be the main piece the Bulls would be getting back. And, this past season, Wiggins, he definitely struggled, for his standard. The 3 seasons before last, he shot almost 39% from 3 in each of those 3 seasons. But this past year, it did drop. He did struggle to shoot the ball from behind the arc at 35.7% from downtown. Was dealing with some personal issues, but I still think Wiggins can be incredibly effective. Great two-way player. He was great for the Golden State Warriors when they won that championship back in 2022. And Wiggins fits a need for the Chicago Bulls. Like, the Bulls overall, they have let's just call it like it is. When Patrick Williams went out last year, they didn't have a wing on their roster. They were running DeMar DeRozan or Alex Caruso at the power forward position. And with where the NBA has gone over the last couple of years, these 3-and-D wings, they are so valuable. And Andrew Wiggins is the definition of that. And, I'm not saying that Wiggins is a needle mover for the Bulls. He's not going to get him in the championship contention. But, overall, the Bulls just need more wings that can be connective pieces on offense and just overall have more size on the defensive side of the floor. So this trade of only giving up Vooch, Alex Caruso, and you are getting, in my opinion, 3 valuable assets. I think Wiggins is still valuable. I think that second-round pick is valuable since the Bulls don't have one. And then also, the most important part here is that 2026 first-round pick from the Warriors that could be extremely, extremely valuable. Steph Curry. I still think he's got it. I still think he has a lot left in his tank. But let's just say Father Time taps him on the shoulder next season, and he's not the same guy. We've already seen it with Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. They have taken step backs in their game. What if that Warriors pick is potentially, 5th, through 10th in that draft? The Bulls could be possibly getting a top 10 pick. And also on top of that, you're getting Wiggins and you're moving off Vooch. But the toughest part of this trade for me personally is we'd be trading my man, Alex Caruso, the headband king. And, I just will say this about Caruso real quick. He has been my favorite player to watch of the Chicago Bulls over the past couple of seasons. Just the grit and grind he plays with. He won the Hustle Award this past season. So I personally would hate giving up Caruso. But also for him, I would love to see him in Golden State. I think he would be a great fit there. And, overall, I want to see Caruso go play for a true contender and actually go, see him back in the playoffs, because that's when those guys like the Carusos, the Derek Whites, the Josh Harts, like those kind of glue guys on both sides of the floor, that's where they thrive the most. So, if I'm looking out for Caruso's best interest, I would love this trade. And obviously for the Bulls, I would love this trade as well. But you guys let me know. Would you accept this trade? Even if you're a Warriors fan that came across this video, would you do this deal? Give me an A for accept or a D for decline down in the comments section, where the Bulls get Wiggins, a second, and the 2026 first for only Nikola Vucevic and Alex Caruso. And also, guys, make sure you are subscribed to the channel here at Chat Sports. Right there is the link. So if you guys haven't already, I would really appreciate it. Hit that sub button to lock us in as you go to Bulls YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Go Bulls.